G'day guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here, and today I'm going to be showing you where I camped at the absolutely stunning Lake Pedder, which is located in Tasmania's Southwest Wilderness. This was an amazing place to camp, probably one of my favourite places I've ever camped, and it just happens to be located at the end of my most favourite motorcycling road of all time in Australia, the Gordon River Road. This is where I'm just about to set up camp. Yep, camping on Lake Pedder. We set up the tent over there. Oh man. Unbelievable. After what had been a fairly hectic week or two of motorcycle travel, this was a trip within the trip, so to speak. It was a time to relax, just be one with nature and reflect on trip so far, recharge myself a little before the next part of the trip started. Well, there's camp over there. No one else was game enough to come and camp on the beach like I did. Most people are up in the car park or over the other side in the bushes. Looks like I've got the beach all to myself. That is awesome. The original plan was to come here yesterday and the other guys were going to come with me as well, but it was just crappy weather yesterday. I was speaking to a person up here before and he said that you couldn't see anything this time yesterday. Just cloud, mist, rain, and even this morning, just raining a lot of the morning. I timed it to perfection. Not by chance, but by regularly checking the weather app, and it turned out to be absolutely spot on. I'm glad I went to Hobart now yesterday and then came back up here today. I can hear another bike over there. I think it's like a DRZ. I don't know why you didn't come down and camp on the beach. The guy that I heard turn up on the motorbike did eventually come down and set up camp on the sand, not too far from me, but he had friends in a camper van up in the car park and he spent the evening up there with them, so I still had the beach to myself, even though there was a camp not too far from me. Apparently it is very, very, very rare that the weather is this clear here. If it's not raining, it's at least misty and cloudy up in the mountains here. Well, I'm not sure what the elevation is here, but I know what the roads are like through the jungles around here already. It's just mist and rain most of the time, pretty windy. That was one thing I looked at in the weather app, was the wind. But I don't want to camp on a beach. It was going to be blowing a gale across the lake. It's going to be miserable, but there is pretty much no wind at all. The air is cold. I think I'm going to be in bed early. I spent the rest of the evening just sitting in my chair, staring out over the water and the shores of Lake Pedder, watching the sunset and meditating, if you like, thinking about life, the journey so far on this trip, and how beautiful nature can be. Lake Pedder is a beautiful place, but it didn't always look like it does now. Lake Pedder started life in the Ice Age as a small glacial lake, but in 1972 it was controversially dammed and flooded, and is now Tasmania's second largest lake, covering an area of 242 square kilometres. There was a huge public outcry to this flooding, which saw the creation of the world's first green political party, the United Tasmania Group, which was a precursor to the Australian Greens Party. Well, good morning. It is day 8 of this little Tasmanian stay. Man, Lake Pedder, you turned it on. It was a glorious day here last night. The sunset was absolutely stunning, and I've been sitting here just watching the sun rise and just pottering around, starting to pack up a little bit. Man, it was cold last night. There was ice on my bike. Sun's peeking its head over the hill right now, about now, and it's starting to thaw me out nicely. The temperature has risen quite dramatically in the last hour since I got up. I weren't too bad rugged up in all my gear and my sleeping bag liner and my sleeping bag last night, but whenever my face went out into the cold air, oh man, it's chilly. Anyway, had to keep packing up and a leisurely pace anyway. I don't want to leave here too soon because I like it. But I've got to hit the road again and hit that awesome road in here and just do that in the opposite direction this time. That is going to be spectacular. And I'm going all the way over to Port Arthur, where I'm going to spend a couple of nights now, I think. That is the plan. Lake Pedder, definitely recommend it. Even to this day, there still is a fight to drain Lake Pedder and return it to its natural state. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. I don't know what the lake looked like in its original state, other than photos online now, but I can tell you that its man-made flooded state is still absolutely stunning and worth the visit. And Ted's Beach is an absolutely glorious place to stay on Lake Pedder. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little camp. I'll see you on the next video. I'm here at a place called Eaglehawk Neck. So they just had a chain of dogs all chained up, which would stop the prisoners from getting past them. Yep, that dog would freak me out.